there's a cab service you can.
Are you a businessman or woman? Do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayment plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State. Jalingo branch, opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Amarua Way, 090-3134-4333. Zing branch, Zenith Bank agent beside College of Education, Zing, 070-3125-2559. Are you
Right now in Jalingo? Sounds like a dream, right? No, it's reality. Let Supercab get you transported to anywhere you want to go in Jalingo, and let them also run your errands for you while you sit at the comfort of your home. And guess what? It is affordable, reliable and fast. They run a 24-hour service. You can click the link attached to this video to download the app, or you can also download the app on Play Store. I'm so excited for this, and I know you are too. Use Supercab today and be happy. Bye. What if I told you there's a cab service you can book right now in Jalingo? Sounds like a dream, right? No, it's reality. Let Supercab get you transported to anywhere you want to go in Jalingo, and let them also run your errands for you while you sit at the comfort of your home. And guess what? It is affordable, reliable and fast. They run a 24-hour service. You can click the link attached to this video to download the app, or you can also download the app on Play Store. I'm so excited for this, and I know you are too. Use Supercab today and be happy. Bye.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live.
Good evening, viewers. Welcome to What's Trending on Some TV. It's your girl Fatima Mama, aka Capacity. Our mate today in the studio is my co-anchor Tessie Stone in the building. You're welcome on board. And by my right hand side is our special guest and person of Temi Tokpe, aka Topsy. You're welcome to have you on our show What's Trending.
Thank you.
Get ready for the hottest social media trends, challenges and controversy. We've got the latest scoop and we're here to share it all with you. So sit back, relax and join the conversation. It's time to find out what's trending. Our first trend sees Marlon steals iPhone 14 Pro Max from Mox. Tries to sell it at 35,000 naira. Okay, Tessie Stone, can you chip in from this headline? Can you at least chip in something about this this trend? A Malam steals iPhone inside the Mox.
Though he's a Malam, we can't say much about it. We have
Exactly.
to get to the story, so we get to have more ideas of what to say. Because if they'll allow me, if it's my will and my own opinion, I would say in this fasting period, this Ramadan period, I doubt if it's real, because they are praying and then their fast takes from morning till evening.
Yeah.
So I don't see them doing anything. And there's one thing I like about this: when they are fasting, they are so humble. They don't even insult anyhow. They humble themselves to the one of the peaceful people.
Exactly.
So far. So let's read the story so that we'll get to know what really happened in this story.
All right. The story says a Malan has been arrested after stealing iPhone 14 Pro Max worth 1.1 million naira from an individual who was sleeping inside a Mox. He later attempted to steal the phone at the market. He later attempted to sell the phone at the market for just 35,000 naira. The incident was captured in a viral video circulating on TikTok. In the footage, the victim narrated how the phone was stolen and later recovered after the thief took it to the shop to sell. According to him, he dozed off inside the mosque, and within 5 minutes waking up, he realized his phone was missing. When he attempted to call the phone, he discovered the device has been switched off. In his words, inside mosque, I spent some time and opened my eyes within 5 minutes, but my phone was gone. I saw 4 malams around, but didn't suspect them. When I called the phone, it was off. Shortly after reporting the theft, he received a call from someone asking for his phone password. The caller explained that a malam had just brought the device at the shop, attempting to sell it for a fraction of its value. As the video gained attraction on social media flooded the comment section with their reaction to the shocking incident. So we've heard the story, and we are okay. Let's just say, what is your own take about this?
My own take, it's not only just in mosques this happened, even in church.
Yeah.
Because in my town in Jos, the time went for Bible studies. The pastor's wife left her bag. Someone took the bag, and there was money, her phone, house key was inside. So if such things happen, it doesn't just happen just in the mosque. Because this society now is cruel. Everybody do things for money, and then they feel they don't want any other thing to be done. And what they feel is they just take it out of, I don't have, let me go and sell it to get money.
Okay.
But what this malam did here is not proper. And maybe it's not even a malam, but you just have to put it as a malam. All these Igbo people now.
Yes.
Any Hausa man
is a malam to them.
So it can't be really the real malam that conduct the prayer and all of those things.
Okay.
It can be someone from the mosque that took it. But for him to say something, say, hey, a malam, maybe because the person was very maybe a barbaric or something, or the person looked more a bit elderly. No, we're not against it, but things happen. That's just my opinion. So people think, and people still, even in the church, be it office, be it where thieves are everywhere.
Exactly. All right, moving on to our next guest. What do you have to say about this whole trend, about this man stealing iPhone 14 Pro Max worth 1.1 million, and he attempts to sell it for just a lesser price of 35,000 naira?
Okay, thank you. From what you've just said just now, what a fasting period, go to the mosque and go. The next thing is to go and take iPhone 14 to sell at the market. And looking at the aspect that the malam, the other person, had to call the malam from the shop, that they need the guts, the audacity the person had to call to ask for the password, it doesn't sound real to me, and it doesn't speak well.
Okay. And besides, they are hungry. Personally, they are hungry. They remember food have been at
to steal. Yeah, it's
because
true.
the moment they just call for this evening breaking of fast, you see them rushing to get food. Nobody will remember where his phone is kept. Talk more of picking something that is not supposed to be his.
All right, you've heard from our guest. So we should know that trends online, some are real, and while some are just there to create some content and just give us something to talk about. So we are not too sure whether this is a trend or this is real. So we are just airing out our own opinion of what we feel about this trend. So guys, let's watch the video and see how the person was explaining blah 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 for us to understand.
This guy stole iPhone 14 Pro Max from the other guy inside the mosque. He now brought it to market to sell for number 35,000.
Around 3:20, I just opened my
3:20,
just between 5 minutes.
Okay. For me, that'll be the money.
In the afternoon,
like this, okay.
Inside the mosque, the mosque, yes. Just around that 3:20 where I wake up, I don't see my phone. Don't see your phone again, yes.
This guy, he stand for the mosque when
I don't even see, and I just like for a booking, and I see. But all of us, they think I thought they are booking if we do that kind of thing.
I'm booking the thief.
As I don't call the phone, the phone say switch off. So our mind no goes. I will give you switch off the phone like that at that moment. So now it make us no challenge those 4 aboki wey dey there at that moment. Alright, that.
Okay.
So the next thing I do, now I call Akimko just to inform him. Say make I just tell Akimko say hello, come and move on me long. So as I call him, now he call me back in the next 3 minutes. Say make I tell him my password of my phone. So once I tell her like that, now he just call me back, say my phone then in shop, say make I dey come.
Alright. So now wetin actually happened? Yes. The basic thing is we don't support all this crime. We are doing all these things not because of anything. It is because of our own integrity. Because all this kind of thing, I don't put a lot of us in problem. We say we spend money. The only thing we police go do, we say they go put all the charges on you. Say go be like say now you come the mosque, come take the phone. But we they try our best to make sure that we reduce all this nonsense for our own markets. If they want thief, let them thief, let them go sell them for another place. So we are not asking anybody not to thief. We can't stop it. But anytime you want thief, no bring and come Aja market again. Do you get? I don't talk to me, you know thief. If you thief, but don't bring and come here. Because at the end of the day, if they later arrest them, they will still bring and come say, stolen phone that they buy for here. We don't buy. We don't even need your stolen phone. Take your stolen phone elsewhere. Do you get? So, where the SIM card inside? You don't even try to break the SIM card, have you?
Alright, welcome back for that short video you just watched. Don't forget to drop your comment on Facebook, on YouTube about this whole trend of a Malam. Share your own opinion. Let's know what you think about this whole trend. So let's see what our netizens are saying about this whole Malam stuff and all of that. Car Fancy and said, why owner of the phone can't they do like saying I ain't be criminal? I've been at my eye, they pay me. Maybe he was just trying to explain the whole stuff. You know, in this situation, it has happened to me. You know, when they call you to the station to get your stuff, you'll be like, do you get? And on all of that, and JJ Shagan said, the Aboki here, the original price, in shock for the amount weighing one seller, self. You see? At Wizzy underscores O said, how would you encourage people to steal? How will you say go and steal and take it? How can you say go and steal and take it to another market? All right. At Aliu M. Adam said, observation from your video, the first thief sold the phone from church and the second thief stole the phone from the mosque. Why always holy places? I don't believe you. You don't know. Like people still, not getting anywhere where thief go steal. You see some people come to church, come to mosques, claiming to be who they are not. They will come and be acting holy, and all of that.
Things happen.
Things happen.
When things happen, not just anywhere, anything can happen. So just be ready for anything coming.
All right, let's check our Facebook and see whether you guys have dropped your comment. Don't forget to drop your comment. We'll read your comments and tell you our opinion about this. So drop your comments. Our first comment here says, James says, hunger dey this country. Why Malam they steal phone? Everybody feels steal phone now. So Some TV said, where are you watching from? Drop where you're watching from. James said, Aboki they run am. Aboki don't run them streets. Alright guys, try to drop your comment. Moving on to our next trend. Says Mabodley states he gambles for a living, spent 2.5 million win on hotel and women. The story says a Nigerian man has sparked reaction online, revealing that he makes a living through gambling. Also, his highest won was 2.5 million, which he spent on lodging in a hotel, entertaining women. The revelation came in a post shared on X, formerly known as Twitter. He detailed his experience and response To several questions about his lifestyle, when asked about his occupation, he confidently states he's a full-time gambler. Discussing his biggest win, he recalled winning 2.5 million and using the money to stay in a hotel, enjoying the company of women. However, he admitted that he is currently broke. Despite this, he remained hopeful of revealing that he has his eyes on a particular girl and plans to rise back through betting. In his word, "I'm a gambler. I gamble for a living. My biggest win was 2.5 million. When I got the money, I lodged in a hotel and ordered OC. I am broke right now. There's still a girl I have my eyes on. I can't even remember his body count. My plans is to bounce back through betting. If today's ball match go favor, I will be back on my feet." As the post circulates online, many social media flock their comment sections to share their opinion, with some expressing concern about his lifestyle choices. So tell me, Topsy, what do you have to say about this man? What is your own opinion about people that gamble? Before we come back to this person.
Okay. Gambling is not a way for you to succeed in life.
Okay.
Because money that you get from gambling, you cannot use it to accomplish a good result.
Okay.
For example, I once did that. Recently, I did one puzzle scheme like that, Chaseway of recent. So gambling, they will look for a way to get back their money from you. So that one happens in one way. Like, I started with one account. The next thing, they came with upgrading of accounts. I put my money there. The next one, they had to tell me that they hacked the account, so I need to add another money to the scheme. So unknowingly, I don't know that they are playing smart on us. So I realized that between 2 weeks, I realized that they've already gone with the money. So sometimes you can be lucky. For those people that started the Chaseway, the first set of people, they were able to get their money. But for me that started late, I lost my money. So it's not advisable, gambling. So it's better to work with your sweat. The money that you get from your sweat lasts longer than gambling.
All right, so this man now, what are you going to say about his own cares? He gambles, he got the money, but he spent it on women and lodging in a hotel instead of him to invest the money. Okay,
that's what I said about gambling. I said gambling money is not the money that can sustain you for long period. Just for that period, you enjoy the money and you will not be able to account for what you use the money for. So my opinion to youths and everyone watching, that they should try to not depend their life on gambling or puzzle scheme, because it won't take you far in life. Thank you.
Okay. Tessie Stone, so what do you feel about this whole man gambling, getting money and squandering it on irrelevant acts?
Okay. First and foremost, it's a win-win something. We should know that anything you do, you want a result out of it. And besides, saying gambling doesn't pay, it pays somehow to some people. Why did I say so? Because if you look at it, someone that will use his own hard-earned money. Okay, let's look at this Bet Naija. A lot of people have been winning and they have been succeeding through it. Some people win, they start up business. Anyone seeing misusing money, the money he used to bet that money is not from his sweat. Because there's no way you tell me someone will use 1 million naira to bet, and then he maybe end up winning his game, and then he will win about 5 million, 6 million naira, and then he will just go and use it to lavish with ladies in a hotel. It's not proper. It pays, but when you only allow yourself, how will I put it? When you allow money to use you, not you using the money. It pays to some people, while to some people, it makes them look foolish because they feel that's the first time they're getting a huge amount of money, so what would they do with it? It happened in Jos. There was a guy that played Bet Naija. He played it. How much? Was it 500, 600,000? And he got 3 million naira as a win price. What this guy did, he bought keke, because that time keke was cheap. He bought keke, he opened a shop, and he's doing well with the same gambling money. So we can't say that it's just that this our generation, people are too lazy. They just want quick money. So they believe in put your money here, do this here, and you get it in return. Like what this our brother did now in this his own scenario of a story. What he did is not proper. He has the money. Okay, even if he had someone in mind that he wants to marry, definitely that means he will have just said, okay, he's ready to settle. Maybe he can start up a business, then propose to his girlfriend. They should marry and settle down, start the business together. But instead, he didn't do such thing. What he feels is, if I have money, and besides, just check out these Yahoo boys. Money they don't make from their sweat, they use it in clubs.
Yeah.
Do you observe that?
Exactly.
So it's the same thing there to their gambling, because the money is not theirs. So any money you use, besides, before you gamble to win, you use money to win it. So the money you are using definitely is from your sweat. So if you sweat to get that money that that last card. I remember when we were serving, I'm trying to remember him was guy. That day they paid Alawi, that was 33,000. He used the whole of the 33,000 to bet. I was, why would you do that? And at the end of the day, he failed. The betting court, what saved him, they gave him bonus of 5,000. So he still used that 5,000. Immediately they gave him 120,000 naira. That was the bet that made him win. Since on that time, that guy know the right rubbish. So you see, if you use your earned money to work it out, definitely something good will turn up.
All right, guys, as you can hear from our guests and from my co-anchor, let's try to use our money wisely. Let's not, when we have money and when we invest, let's try to use the money properly, not on something that is not proper. Like for this person now, how he spent his own money. He won a huge amount of money. We don't know how much he put in that bet that made him won that huge amount of money. But him trying, he says like he used it on women and hotels. Please, my brother, if you're watching, let's try and minimize how we use money, because this country now, the situation now is something else.
Only person who knows
exactly. Do you get like so let's try to, if you get money, try to invest. That's one thing that comes to your mind. That's the first thing that should come to your mind. When you have a huge amount of money, you should try to invest your money on something. All right, guys, let's watch the video and see how the guy was saying and explaining his he was explaining how he spent the money.
Hello, I'm Bodo John. I'm here with
Balu.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a gambler. Mama started 10.
You gamble?
Yes.
How much is your biggest win so far?
2.5 million.
You don't win 2.5 million before like this?
Yes.
How you take spend your 2.5 million?
When I first collect that 2.5 million, my bro, money good. At that time, I go no say money good. I first collect lodge. I can't order OS.
Waiting be OS?
Oscar. You know Sabi Oscar?
I know Sabi Oscar. Oh, Olosho. You order Olosho, you lodge.
Yes.
Out of that 2.5 million.
Yes.
Clap for yourself.
I know the club. I carry something.
Yeah, like this now, you don't broke.
Yes, I don't broke.
If you can't see money again, you go live that kind of lifestyle.
I still get my waist to my mind self.
You get to now Olosho.
Now OS.
Waiting be your body count self.
I don't feel remember him again.
You thought say you don't broke like this. So what is your plan to rise back from being broke?
Now still betting, my bro. Now gamble. Today na Tuesday, Champions League day. Liverpool go play, Madrid go play, Atalanta go play, Arsenal go play, Man City go play. If all of them fit sum up their win for me, my bro, I go rise back.
If they beg all those things where you talk now and say if they don't win, you go rise back.
I go rise back.
Go rise back from poverty.
If you call them poverty,
being broke is different from poverty.
Yes.
You get before you no get again. Don't be poverty.
Yes.
Are you blind?
No, I'm not blind. If I don't sit down for lungu, I dey wear glasses. If I dey drink.
Let them see your face, sir. Any word of advice?
My advice to the student be say.
All right, guys, so as you can see how the man was explaining how he won, how he spent his money, blah, blah, blah. So,
people suppose they lament.
Do you get?
You carry your hand, go, carry women, go club. That way they, my table is popping.
Do you get? And all of that.
You don't know that you come and cry.
Please, my people, let's try to economize. Let's try to know how to use money, because this is our economy now. That's why our former president said Nigerian youth are lazy. And you get this is what I'm trying to see. When we see things happening like that, we give them what to talk about. Now when if president see this thing, he's not going to be happy about this of all the. So please guys, let's try to know how we invest in our money, because now there's no jobs for us. So So don't forget to drop your comments and what you think about this whole trend of this man that gambles for a living. That's his occupation. So let's see what our netizens are saying about this. At Laos_life said, this is why some men don't grow. You order Olosho inside this economy where you suppose buy plenty food for house instead of in case of sunny days. Do you get?
Same for rainy days. Because most guys betting now, most guys gambling. There's something they must invest in.
You get? Exactly.
See, forget most of these guys on street going to bet. Once they get the money, they know they have something
yes,
to do.
Yes, they have a goal. There's this target. Yes, they have target.
Forget, not just our guys. All these big men, some of them bet. They bet with huge amount of money that it will develop them more money to add to their own investment and business. Well, some people are just lavishing the money, thinking what I don't know. I wonder how some people think.
You get? So guys, let's try to use money wisely. At Sunday, Jesse said, I wonder if that's the best way to spend your winnings. But hey, it's your choice. Okay, it's your choice, but let's try to know how to use money. We are just advising you people and all of that. So at Nigerian Pigeon said _ first sign of say you know go make am for life. Now to order premium OC. Anytime bet money pass your chest. Now money will remain after investment. Then be use carry OC. You get?
Because now person wey don invest finish, you know say even if he go lavish the remaining change, definitely he will bring. There's something for him to show.
To bounce back on.
He will have backbone that this money finished. There's something that will develop more money for me. Not that you just go and lavish it and you come and be lamenting.
Had it been the guy who say, because some guys now, do you know, a lot of guys that you see carrying women out there, they have their investment, they have everything checked. So this is remaining one that you use, and because I don't know why this one has to be foolish among all guys. He choose. They're plenty, but him showing himself out there. Do you get? It's something to.
His own is just like he's regretting because maybe this is first and last time for winning 2 for something.
No, if you read the story very well, he said there's a girl he's eyeing. So he's going to he hoped for this today's match.
That match go cut. Me I go pray make the match cut. Now Arsenal disappointing my brother.
All right, guys, moving on to our next trend. Says tenant left stranded as landlord allegedly sell the house without notice. Like, this is actually sad. This is bad.
This is rubbish. Because say you be landlord, you have to sell house.
But this tenant, you know, the tenant can actually sue him for what he did. You get
yes, now they have right because they have paid.
They have paid.
There's something about this tenant caretakers problem issue. You see someone doing something, tell him that no, okay, this one wants to do to the house. Maybe give them time frame. We are selling this house next year, so maybe after this year, at least give them at most 1 month to be able to look for a place
to stay,
so that they can rent another apartment without even renewing their rent.
You get?
Some of them will not, please let's just go to the story and understand what happened to this woman.
A landlord allegedly sold a house without informing the tenant, landing their forced eviction and leaving them without a place to stay. The incident surfaced in a viral post on X, formerly known as Twitter. According to the post, the landlord sold the property without notifying the tenants. Following this sale, the tenant was reportedly removed from the house, left stranded outside with their belongings and nowhere to go. As the post gained attraction online, concerned individuals flocked the comment section to express their thought on the situation. Like, so I don't know how some people think at times. What do you have to say about this whole stuff? I know you're staying in a rented apartment. Let's just say your landlord now decided to come and sell your property, and they now packed your clothes outside. From where will you start? What will you do?
I don't pray that I should be in that situation.
Okay.
Because I paid for the rent, right?
Exactly.
So I need to be informed.
Okay.
They should give me notice. They should let me know that this is what they want to do with their house. Fine, It's not my house, but they need to notify me. So we have our rights. Some people doesn't know their right back. So if we know our rights, there's processes that we need to go to. Like there are some processes, there are some stages that you have to follow for you to, for them to take action. You understand?
Yes.
So landlord you can't say because you own the house you can do anything in the house. So no, it's not. It's very bad. At least you notify the person within 3 months or 6 months for the person to be. For the tenant to be prepared, fully prepared. And if you can't do that, that means you have to refund back the money to the tenant for the tenant to get a better place. And sometimes what we are seeing now might not be the way we are thinking. We have most agents. Some agents, they are crazy. Because when we talk about agents, I remember the last time I got a place for a friend, the agents want to even collect money more than the landlord itself. The landlord, they are putting like 50% on the rent.
Okay.
So there are some things when the landlord might not even send the landlord might not be aware of the tenant in the house. Maybe the landlord already have the mindset of listing the house or selling the house before, but the caretaker, they will just do and undo by giving out the houses for their own interests.
Exactly. I know of tenants that will tell I know of a caretaker that will tell the tenants that he has never seen the landlord. He only saw the landlord twice. Because why? They don't want the tenant to have like close relationship with the landlord and all of that. You get? So if it were you, your landlord come and pack your car.
The provoking part of the story is how did he have the key to the apartment? Because normally once someone pays rent, all the keys are handed over to the family or the person that is renting. It's left for the person to say, please no, maybe help me drop the key for some reasons, or you give it to a friend, or you keep it for yourself. But for the nerves he has to go inside someone's room, pick their clothes out. What if there's money? Or now this thing can be used against him in court. Because they can say, yes, there's amount of money in the room and they can't find it. He can't deny the fact because he literally carried the clothes out and go and drop it out. So who say you message my brother?
Do you get?
And you know, even now in my house, the house I'm staying right is an rented apartment. I don't know my landlord.
Exactly.
I only know the
caretaker,
agent, and the caretaker. I don't know my landlord. So if something happens,
now if you want to report,
is a caretaker.
Yeah.
So all the things that will happen in my compound, be it whatsoever happening, is a caretaker.
Exactly.
And some caretakers are that rude enough to even tell you are living. If they don't like you, and worse, if your caretaker is married to his wife,
I'm telling you,
if the wife don't like you, she will make her husband just ask you to leave for no reason.
You get?
Because she will frustrate you in that house, make you feel so uncomfortable. But what this guy did, what this landlord did, is not fair.
It's not fair.
Even if you are in the process of selling it, before the buyers come, notify your tenants.
Exactly.
All right, I'm sorry, you will call for general meeting in the compound. I'm very sorry, this land will be purchasing it because there are some issues. So we want to sell it out. It's more better, but you chasing your tenant with force is not proper.
Exactly.
Because it's not worth it.
So landlords out there, landlords, caretakers, please, let's know how to treat human beings, because it's these tenants that we call tenants, they are human beings and they have feelings also. So what this landlord do is totally unacceptable. Like Temitope, you say here, some people don't know their rights. There's a woman I know that she went out because this one is not like her rent was due, so she went out to the market. Coming back, she met her door with new padlock. You get? And she was like, why would the landlord come and lock my house? What? Because of his rent? He should have at least let's talk one-on-one. But him coming to lock my door and left me and my children outside, she had to take him to the court. So he's going to pay for the hotel. She claims that she slept in the hotel for 3 days. That house was locked for 3 days. Do you get? So like I like the way she did. She did not break the padlock. She took the case to the court. So the man will have to pay for her 3 days night that she slept in a hotel. That was the judgment the court passed for him. Because he can't come and lock her door Why? Because you are her landlord. Things are not done that way. It's not proper at all. So the landlord, sometimes you be feeling you're the god of it. You don't know where you go jump person tomorrow. There's this case. All right, let's just watch the video and see how the tenant was stranded with her luggage outside. Alright guys, as you can see in the video how this man was like she wanted to kill herself, because number one, where is she going to? How is she starting? Like that moment where you are stranded.
Imagine
you get
like this, I will just go to my house and see my clothes
outside.
After I've budgeted that okay, this year I want to finish it before maybe look for once my rent is coming to enter, like it's doing, before I renew it, I'll just look for another house to pack it.
You get
and then I'll come and from my brother, where will I see that money? In fact, you refund all the money that I paid complete. I don't want to.
I'm telling you.
For me to leave your house, give me all my money.
You get. I don't know.
I remain there. This is
some people are okay. Let's see what our netizens are saying about it. At Voga Africa said, even if the house has been sold, tenants can't be moved out. You can't tell me to buy. You can't tell me to buy the house not aware of the rent agreement. Unless the tenant runs out, they can be moved. You get. So at Nankat Nyang Field said, so the buyer can't also give the tenant some time to pick her clothes out. You get. It's something to be curious about. Like this whole stuff is something to question about. The tenant, the new person buying the house, don't the person has conscience enough?
No, the person only purchased the house, but he didn't ask the landlord to move out, because even the person buying the house, it's not that he wants to
instantly
move in immediately.
Exactly.
No, because he knew that some people are in the house, they have rent the apartment, and people are staying in it. So he can't just say, oh yeah, oh move out. That person is a human being too. What if it's him that something like this happened to him? Oh, his house catch fire all of a sudden. Where will he run to? Exactly. It's the same tenants that he will come back to and they will help him.
Okay, our next citizen said, a very wicked and insensitive human being. This so-called landlord, this information is true. You get. And at Richie 5999 said, why landlords behave in Ghana is just acts of character. Shake my head. Do you get? So guys, landlords out there, let's try to treat caretakers, especially landlords. Some landlords, most of the landlords I know, they are kind of being patient with their tenants. But caretakers, let's try to.
Caretaker can't even show power past land.
But you get
the caretaker. You mind the rent join with both of us are paying rent, but you can't even get power past. The landlord. If you can't get your own land, how you go compete? Master of lands.
You see this tenant, they don't go this caretakers, they don't go ever get their own land.
They don't get because they're too wicked. They're too wicked. I mean, they're too wicked. Don't be joke matter, but more I beg all these caretakers are so-called agents. I beg. Some agents are good, while some are not. Some will drain the blood out of your body because
like, you get, especially those that don't even like you.
Do you get?
I don't. Alright guys, let's get to know your own opinion on this trend. Let's hear your own. Tell us where you're watching from, and drop a comment, like, share, and also comment on this. So guys, we've come to the end of today's edition of What's Trending on Some TV. Permit me to appreciate our producer in person of James Atta Emmanuel. You can follow us online of other programs on Some TV. You can follow us on Facebook at Some TV and on YouTube at Super Life. And before we go, let me appreciate my guest, aka Topsy, in the building for coming to our show today. It's very nice to have you. You look good, your face show, your shoe shine, you're always looking stunning, and we're looking forward to see you more and more again.
Thank you.
And let me appreciate my co-anchor in the building in person of Tessie Stone. You're always going to be seeing our face here and there all the time together. So guys,